I'm Siobhan and I'm one of the trainees at Complete Clarity Solicitors and Simplicity Legal. Today I'd like to talk to you about neighbour disputes. We all know someone who's been subjected to that neighbour from hell and could do with some advice in this area. We, at Complete Clarity, have had an abundance of cases in relation to neighbour disputes and we know exactly how to deal with these. However, before you come to us, there are ways in which you can try to resolve the problem yourself, and we would always urge that you attempt to resolve without legal need, but that's only if this is a possibility. Therefore, what we would suggest is that first and foremost, you try to resolve the problem informally by simply talking to your neighbour and extending that olive branch, if you will. We would always suggest that you take the time to try and calmly discuss matters. If your neighbour is a tenant, an option may be that you contact their landlord and air your upsets and concerns this way. However, if the neighbour dispute is something more serious and involves your neighbour breaking the law by being violent or harassing you, then contacting the police directly should be your first port of call. If the dispute involves a statutory nuisance, what we would seek to do would be to raise the issue with the local council. A statutory nuisance is an activity that is a damage to health or is a nuisance, so this can include noise, including loud music and barking dogs, whether that's artificial lights, dust, steam, smell or insects from business premises, and that can be smoke, fumes, gases or simply a build-up of rubbish that can harm health. Your council has a duty to investigate any statutory nuisance and this is something that we'd be happy to help you with. Other types of neighbour disputes arise from you and your neighbour's property boundaries. For example, if a fence has been built on the wrong piece of land. Such disputes are common and can usually be resolved in a timely manner through simple negotiation. In cases where the boundary is in dispute, for example where a fence has been built which encroaches on your property, or a head has been removed and therefore the boundary line changes, we are happy to assist. In these instances, what we would seek to do in the first instance would be to review your title deeds. If you do not have a copy of your title deeds, then please do not worry. We're able to draw down a copy of your title deeds from the Register of Scotland if they are registered within the Land Register. Going forward, an option may be that we can enter into a boundary agreement which would record the boundary between the two properties and would also confirm who specifically would be responsible for maintaining that disputed hedge, wall, tree or fence between the two properties. Please be aware that coming to a solicitor does not automatically mean that we'd be seeking to barrel ahead with costly court action. We would always try to resolve matters amicably through negotiation. Failing this, another method would be using a mediation service. Mediation is when an impartial person trained in dealing with difficult discussions between two opposing sides acts almost as a referee in a dispute. These are all matters which have been considered and discussed. We have had a magnitude of experience in all different areas of neighbour disputes and we would be happy to help in any respect. If you wish to discuss any issues that you have, we would always ask that you make an appointment with ourselves and one of our solicitors and we can discuss matters further. Please therefore call us on 0141 433 2626 to arrange an appointment or simply visit our website. Thank you for your time and have a lovely day.